Welcome to the show, everyone. Remember, it's not just rock and roll, it's Holy Joe rock and roll. Let's get this show started. Hey, what's happening, YouTube? It's Holy Joe rock and roll with another movie review. This time we're looking at After Earth, a movie starring Will Smith and his son. It's about a futuristic situation. Aliens, I guess, had invaded Earth and they left the planet, and these aliens were a kind of a monster that couldn't see but would smell fear. And Will Smith became a general in this new army because he had no fear. And they called him a ghost. They called these types of people a ghost because they could not be seen by these monsters, these aliens. And he was an incredible alien killer. So his son in the movie is also his real life son. Appears to be maybe I don't know how old his real son is, but in the film he's not very big. Looks like he's 15. Something like that. And I guess he had embarked upon some kind of a ranger training to be a soldier. And it turns out that from a book standpoint, you know, this kid was very smart, and he passed all the tests, but in the field he was a failure. Basically, you might call this type of person a little bitch, okay? And he was. I mean, he was. He didn't advance to the rank of ranger because of his failure to meet the standards of the training in this ranger training. Don't worry, there's not a whole lot of talk about that, or they don't go into that much. You just know this is what happened. Alright, so pretty quickly the movie advances to these guys traveling on a spaceship. They run into some trouble and they're forced to take some evasive action, and they wind up back on Earth, which has been renamed and has a new name, and it's very dangerous now because there's no humans on the planet. And oh, by the way, in the spaceship was one of these alien monsters. Okay, I don't know why, they don't explain why they're carrying it, but it's on the spaceship. They crash. Will Smith's character his legs are busted. He can't walk, so he sends his son to go to the tail part of the spaceship, which is 100 kilometers away, to retrieve it. Now that's where the movie gets pretty interesting. The kid is forced to really dig deep and find this tail section where he can find the transponder where they can signal for help. Halfway through, Will Smith, the general, discovers that the kid had lied to him. He didn't have enough of these oxygen enhancers to make the mission possible, and he orders the son to abort. The son does not, and goes on. So, okay, real quick, a lot of people panned this movie. They said it was bogus, it was a fail, it was weak, whatever. They missed the point. The whole point of the movie, which comes really towards the middle part of it, is when Will Smith's character explains how he knew that he was a ghost, when and how he knew. Now, I don't want to give that away, but the crux of the matter is a definition or redefinition of fear. And why do people have fear? Why do people fear? And it's all in the mind, right? You're afraid of something that could happen in the future, but it hasn't happened yet. And it really, obviously in this movie, if you are afraid, you give off hormones or pheromones, which will get you killed by this particular alien. But in life, in our life, how can this be applicable to our lives? Maybe there's something you want to do, but you're held back by fear. And that's really, if you just listen to what he says and try to apply that to your life, eliminate the fear in your life, and you can accomplish anything. That's really the beauty and maybe the message of this movie, wrapped in a space movie, an alien, adventure kind of thing. I mean, basically, you could summarize the movie in one sentence, right? Fear not, because no one knows what will really happen in the future. Just live for the day, live for the now, and make it happen, right? I was going to say make it happen for the captain, but in this case, make it happen for the general. Anyhow, you know what I'm saying. Special effects were quite good. I didn't think they were overblown. There was a couple of scenes which kind of didn't make sense with this, what was it, an eagle or a vulture? Later on the vulture kind of saves the kid. I don't know that a bird would do that. Yeah, he did fight off, some tigers that were attacking the nest, but he was taken to the nest. This bird was going to feed him to its young, most likely. So anyhow, there's a couple of little bit incongruities like that, but overall, a good movie. I can't give it 2 thumbs up. It wasn't that good, but definitely 1 thumb up. I think it's definitely worth seeing. After Earth, starring Will Smith and his son, a few other people, definitely worth seeing. I give it 1 thumb up. I'm Holy Joe Rock and Roll, and I hope to see you on the next movie review. Take care.